Hello and welcome. Today I feel called to talk to you about the topic of forgiveness. For those of you that have watched a few videos of mine, and my name is Jansje, by the way, if you're new, thank you and welcome. So for those of you that have watched a few videos, I really follow the flow and follow, I guess, my intuition, my calling, whatever I feel like recording and whatever intention I set. What maybe sometimes my guides tell me, that's what I'm talking about. And this one is very timely, I believe, not only for me. Obviously, I can only speak about myself and for myself. But I have the feeling that there are a lot of people like you and me, like many others, who are now and currently in a process of, let me say, releasing, let me say, transmuting, alchemizing things and experiences that we are ready to see and that come up. And not everyone is on this journey. Our souls choose our path, and it's individual for each and every one of us, and it's very unique. So I'm not saying that everyone is going through and needs to purge, and I'm not saying that at all. We all have our unique experiences. But for those of us who do, and who maybe also are from the outside world categorized as being empathetic and very sensitive and tuning into other energies, I'm one of those. So I kind of link it to that, but that also is obviously a very unique experience. Now, what I like to talk about is from what I learned about forgiving, is for me, forgiving is very much on a human, on a mind level. You could even say that maybe it is on the third dimension. I'm stretching myself a little. Maybe that doesn't make total sense, but it's definitely very much mind focused. Maybe also transformation focused, meaning also then in the fourth dimension, what I talked about yesterday, where I spent a lot of time, many, many years. And not that I don't go back there, but I know now that I don't need to fix myself. I know that I don't need to complete myself. And so the reason why I say timely is there are a lot of things that are coming up for me, which is perfect, because I know that they are here to be released and to be let go of once and for all, and they're not coming back. And some of them I get totally not aware of, and some of them I was aware of and was ignoring. I spent many years successfully in the corporate world where I buckled down, where I performed, where I wanted to achieve, and I knew there were things that I could have dealt with, but wasn't ready to at that point in time, and that is perfect. This morning I had a joint session with a dear friend of mine, Gabbie, and she does energy work just like I do. And we had a joint session because I felt something coming up for me, and so we help each other out. And we then hop on a call and either talk about it or do so-called energy work, for lack of a better word, transmutation, clearing, releasing. And during that session, so I'm not going to go into details on the topic, that's not really relevant for now, and it's very personal. But during that session, her guides asked me to forgive. And I reacted. My mind kicked in. And I said, well, with that, what I've just learned 10 minutes ago, I'm not ready to forgive that person. Please tell me how. So that was totally from a mind state. Because I know that when I connect with my heart, that deep down, from that space, there is nothing to forgive. And if I feel the need to forgive someone, then it's myself. I do not have any control whatsoever about anyone else's life, nor would I want to. Everyone is their own master, everyone is their own creator of their reality. And I'm the creator of my reality. And so if I need, in that regard, or if I have the invitation like I had earlier today, to forgive myself, or to forgive, because she didn't ask me, forgive yourself or forgive that person. She said, it's a something along the lines of, it's a place to forgive. And that's when I reacted. So if thinking about what we touched upon this morning, the place of forgiveness is only about myself. And the moment I forgive myself, especially for, in this particular case, forgetting that something happened, not knowing that that happened, so something very subconscious, there is no way that I could have known. There's no way that I could have acted differently. There is no way that I would have been able to change anything at that point in time. And so for me, then it is very easy to very quickly understand more, see more, feel more, and I guess integrate more. So this is very fresh. This was a few hours ago. So obviously I'm now still integrating, and that might go even deeper as far as the integration is concerned, as far as the realization is concerned. I'm talking about moment right here, right now. That's what I can share with you. And the reason why I'm talking to you about this is that I've been realizing that during my different phases, specifically throughout the last 2 years, 2.5, 3 years, approximately, where more and more things came up, especially when I was, allowing myself to see those things, that it is very, very much also about what happens right after. And right after, I mean the day, during the day, the days after. And so for me, it is very, very important right now that I follow my own rules, follow my own guidance. So let it be that I don't go into and follow the chatter in my mind about the details of that particular story from this morning that appeared, that I don't go into thoughts as in if I would have known. So really watch my mind closely and use that as an opportunity to feel even deeper, and in case if, allow any other emotions that come up in relation to that, or to anything else obviously, but now I'm talking about this. So, and I drink a lot of water, that I can always encourage, especially during these energetic times right now, and then especially if you happen to be someone for whom things come up and you really like water in general is just a beautiful support for our bodies and for the change in times. But that's just my general. I'm not promoting or advising anyone to drink water, but it's just a general thing. I really like to support my entire bodies, my entire nervous system with drinking lots and lots of water. And that also helps me to release kind of physically. And since I know that we have a lot of memory stored in our bodies, in the cells, that then for my mind as well helps that is all being recycled. So yeah, I felt like recording this and inviting you to check in with yourself, whether there is for you anything right now where maybe you have the invitation to either forgive yourself or to forgive someone else. Because sometimes we need to do that. We need to do that. And it's not all about, oh, let me be in my heart and then I don't have that anger for someone. Like, no, it's about feeling that. It's about allowing that. Obviously not lashing out, but allowing like, hey, and what's behind this? And then if there is a need, then at the end of the day, accept yourself, forgive yourself, and love yourself even on a deeper level. That's my invitation to you as well as for myself for today. So, love you lots, and yeah, in case if you're interested to check out and to work with us, then we are both on the Mighty Sparkles platform. So just in case, but just that's a total side note. So lots of love. Bye.